Hello everyone. How about diving right now into a whirlwind of sensational headlines and mysterious intrigues? On March 2nd of this year, the 97th Academy Awards ceremony will take place, the most renowned film award in the world. Naturally, intense passions are already swirling around this event because the public has been presented with over 300 film contenders across various categories, with more than 200 vying for the coveted top spot in the Best Picture category. Unsurprisingly, such a grand scale hasn't been without its share of scandals. For instance, composers Robbie Williams and Hans Zimmer were unexpectedly disqualified from the musical race for an Oscar this year. Additionally, 5 Indian films somehow found their way into the Best Picture shortlist, some of which are of such questionable quality that internet users are left wondering if it's some sort of prank. Meanwhile, the heat continues to build around one of the season's main favorites, the film Conclave, which many critics are dubbing a real dark horse in the cinematic arena. Some even label this movie as satanic and anti-Catholic, which, of course, only heightens the curiosity of the general public. But just when people start to catch their breath from one shock, another surprise emerges. This year, an unusually large number of blockbuster hits, which typically get overlooked, are competing for the top award. This raises an intriguing question. Could it be that the most popular films among general audiences finally get a chance at an Oscar, something we haven't seen in over a decade? In short, the situation is more than intriguing, and of course, we'll be discussing all of this right now. So, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do so, hit the notification bell, and support our work with a like. Let's get started. To understand what's happening, let's look at the official data. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences has announced 323 feature films contending for the 97th Academy Awards. Out of these, 207 films are nominated for Best Picture. Voting began on Wednesday, January 8th, and is set to conclude on the 12th, a Sunday. Rumor has it that by January 12th, the Academy will reveal the official list of nominees in each category. However, as word has it, the top 5 leaders in the main categories are already known to those who follow the film universe. The main intrigue, however, lies in whether any unexpected films will make it to the shortlists and influence the overall standings. This is especially true for the most prestigious category, Best Picture. At the summit, it seems a few prominent titles have already secured their places. Firstly, there's the very papal thriller titled Conclave, which has gained fame for its highly provocative take on the Vatican. Secondly, the gritty drama Brutalist by Brady Corbetta, featuring Adrian Brody in the lead role, warmly received at festivals and awarded accolades like the Golden Globe. Also in the favorites is the comedy drama A, Brooklyn Stripper, which managed to snag 5 Golden Globe nominations but, unfortunately, didn't win any trophies. Here we encounter an interesting tradition. Typically, Best Picture contenders are films that critics and festival juries appreciate but are often unfamiliar to the general public. However, this year everything might change. Titles like Dune Part 2, the blockbuster Inside Out 2, and even Deadpool and Wolverine, Dada are suddenly in the running for the top prize. Additionally, something with a strange name like TLDS Beetle DC and the promising Project Evil have joined the fray. As a result, we're witnessing a clash between large-scale, box office hits and more intimate, art house cinema. Regular viewers naturally hope that their beloved blockbusters will get a chance to compete for trophies rather than being knocked out early in the nomination stage, as has happened before. There was a time when the Golden Globe seemed like the main people's film show, but it's now losing ratings because the winning films are ones most people only hear about during award presentations. The Oscars are still holding strong, but there's cause for concern. Rumor has it that the Academy might try to broaden its audience by giving more popular films a chance. This would disappoint true art house cinema enthusiasts, but it could reignite viewer interest in the ceremony itself. In any case, there's no shortage of scandals this season. Take Conclave, for example, which is nominated in several major categories, including Best Screenplay, Best Actor, and, of course, Best Picture. Disgruntled critics are calling it a film that awakens all dark forces and mocks the Catholic Church. They hint that the film's finale is so provocative that it shouldn't be shown to children after dark. Host and journalist Jen Kelly, for instance, labeled Conclave, as a vile anti-Catholic message and is urging a boycott not only of the film itself but also of the entire Oscars ceremony if this movie goes too far. But what else could be a reason for another emotional spike? Besides Conclave, there's plenty to talk about. 5 Indian films have also secured their spots in the list of 207 contenders for Best Picture. The most laughed at and criticized among them is King Guava, which flopped at the box office and was met coldly even in its homeland. Now, Twitter is flooded with jokes suggesting that King Guava should be nominated not just for Best Picture, but also for Worst Film of the Year. Although the organizers insist there's no mistake or corruption involved, and that the selection is based on some special criteria, who knows where the truth lies? Moreover, the most explosive scandal of recent days seems to be the trans story. We're talking about transgender actress Carla Sofia Gascon, who was considered the clear favorite in the Best Actress category, suddenly not receiving the award and losing to Demi Moore for her role as a drug lord who underwent gender reassignment. The public immediately accused the Academy and everyone involved of discrimination, especially considering that Carla Sofia Gascon is a biological man who decided to transition around the age of 40. Her role in the film Emilia Perez, where the main character is a drug lord who has surgery, seemed destined for an award, but now her chances for an Oscar have significantly dwindled. Critics argue that no one intended to sink the actress. Rather, some unpleasant details about her aggressive behavior on set surfaced, which dissuaded the jury from awarding her the statue. What about the already mentioned music gurus who were left out this year? For example, the legendary Hans Zimmer, who won an Oscar in 2022 for the Dune soundtrack, was now disqualified for Dune Part 2 because supposedly too many musical themes were borrowed from the first part, failing to meet the 80% original compositions rule. Director Denis Villeneuve of Dune Part 2 firmly disagrees with this decision, but it seems rules are rules, and Zimmer won't be among the soundtrack nominees. Similarly, Robbie Williams, whose song for the film Best Man made waves and even broke into the Golden Globes, was deemed a plagiarist and excluded from the Oscar shortlist. Some see this situation as blatant arbitrariness, while others believe that such strict criteria should always be enforced. After all, imitation shouldn't be rewarded. As you can see, there's no shortage of topics to discuss, making your head spin, and there's still plenty of time before the March 2nd ceremony. Changing forecasts, leaks, insiders, new facts, all of this could significantly reshape current rankings and our expectations. But one thing is certain: our commitment to bringing you the hottest news and unexpected twists remains unwavering. So, if you want to stay updated on all the drama, subscribe right now, hit the notification bell, share your thoughts in the comments, and of course, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this episode. Thank you to everyone who watched until the end, and see you soon. We hope things get even hotter. After all, as they say, Hollywood never runs out of surprises.